What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video tutorial challenge in which I'm going to be working on the sorted union challenge. First of all, just a disclaimer that I've got a bit of toothache and it is a bit painful, but I'm going to try my best to speak as clearly as I can. So if you don't understand me, just leave a comment below in the video and I will remake this video. Alright, and yeah, so let's get started with a further ado. So this one says intermediate algorithm scripting sorted union. Write a function that takes two or more arrays and returns a new array of unique values in the order of the original provided arrays. Cool. So in other words, all values present from all arrays should be included in the array order, but with no duplicates in the final array. The unique numbers should be sorted by their original order, but the final array should not be sorted in numerical order. Check the assertion tests, for example. Alright, cool. And as always, it also says that remember to use read, search, and ask if you get stuck. Pair programming and write your own code. Alright, so it refers us to the assertion tests, to the example, in order to see the examples. Alright, so let's see what exactly it wants us to do. So essentially, it's got these three arrays. Okay, it takes so in short, it takes in multiple arrays. Alright, the first array, the second, and the third, and essentially wants us to remove the duplicates from the array. So if 132 is in the first array, if these numbers are repeated in the second or third array, then we want to delete those numbers. So this will be resulted as 132, which is 132, and then in the second we only have 5 and 4, and yeah, okay, so it's taking multiple arrays and returning only one array which contains all the unique values. I see, I see what it's doing. So in this test case, it's got three arrays, okay, 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 3, and 2 are appearing in the first array. Then it wants us to remove all the duplicates of these values in the rest of the arrays. So this one will result as 5 and 4 because 2 and 1 are duplicates in this array. Okay, 2 and 1 are being repeated, and similarly to this as well, 2 and 1 are being repeated. So essentially is giving out one array with all the unique values. So 1, 3, 2, and then 5 and 4. 1, 3, 2, 5, and 4. And that's exactly what we need to do. Alright. So let's get down to it. Right. So first of all, I would iterate through all the arguments. since we don't know how many arguments are there going to be for this function. Okay, so for that one I'm going to use the arguments keyword and then look through the number of however many number of arguments are there in this function. Okay, so for say 4 and then var I do var is I is less than arguments dot length. So this part here you will get the the number of arguments that they should have provided in the function. Okay, and then I plus plus. So just to demonstrate that, I will just do a console real quick. This one's sorry, I forgot to put a semicolon there. Okay, so if I say console.log and then arguments, arguments dot length, it should come up as 3 for this function, which is the current test case. Okay, so it should come up as 3. Yes, it does. So say if the test case was this one, have a guess what would it come up as? It will come up as 1, 2, 3 still. Alright, here we go. Or if I do another one, then it would increase to 4. Okay, so that's how you get the number of arguments in an array. Okay, cool. Moving forward. So now that I know that I've got my number of arguments sorted, and I'm looping through each one of them. So now I'm gonna loop through each one of these arguments turn by turn. And for that, what do I need? If you said for loop again, you're absolutely right. So let's implement a for loop again. I would name it as k, and by the way, these variables here, you can name these anything you want, as in I, J, K, L, M. Alright, and then I'm gonna say because I'm looping through each of the arguments in this loop, so I would do arguments and give it the value of index 0. So that would mean that it would iterate through this array or the first ever time, because the arrays in programming, they start with 0, so 0, 1, 2. Okay, so now now that I'm in each of the objects, the arrays, now I'm gonna check that if hang on. So first of all, we need to create, I think, an empty array, because we need to put all the non-duplicates in the final array, like it says over here, but with no duplicates in the final array. Okay, so I would do as I would create for final array and then assign it an empty array. Okay, Now what I'm gonna use a logic as if my final array does not contain, or I mean doesn't include any of the values of this array as zero index, then I'm gonna be pushing the values which don't which are not in included in this array or already in the array. All right, so we're gonna do if final array, and then I'm gonna use a JavaScript method called include includes. So basically this checks if a given string isn't in this array. Okay, and then I'm gonna pass it the value of the argument argument yep, includes oops includes arguments, and then the first arrays, which is zeroth arrays first value, or zeroth arrays zero value, which is k over here. All right, so it will go in the first array and check if this value is in the final array. Okay, and if it's not, then I'm gonna be simply pushing the value to that array. Okay, so I'm gonna do final array dot push, and then I'm gonna do arguments, and then that value, which is yes. Perfect. All right, so this should work. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Let's just oops, it won't at the moment because I'm not returning this final array here. But let's have a uh, let's have an experiment. It won't. I'm 100% sure. Argument. Oops, I did one more mistake here. A typo. I forgot to insert s in there. It won't still because s is not defined. Oops. Yeah, my bad. Okay, yeah, now it shouldn't work still because I'm not returning the final array here. It won't. Yep, so as soon as I return the final array, it should work now. That's the way it's done. Oh yes, bring bring it on. All right, cool. So I'll just go over this solution one more time in order for you uh, in order for you to understand it properly, if you haven't until now. So first of all, because we don't know how many arguments are there going to be in this function, we're going to be finding the argument's length, okay, and then iterating over the length for, with the help of a for loop. All right, and then I'm going in each of the arrays which are present in each of the indexes over here. Okay, and then I'm checking if the final array does this one, if my final array doesn't include all the all the values that I've got in my zeroth index. That I've got in my array, which is a zeroth index. So if one isn't there, then it will push one to the final array. If three isn't there, which so three, so it will go back and put the increment k by 1, which now it becomes 1, and this is the first uh, index 1. So if 3 isn't present in my final array, then I'm going to be pushing it to the final array, okay, so on and so forth, and then I'm simply returning the final array. I really hope you guys understood this tutorial. If not, leave me a comment below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Alright? Until then, have fun coding, and I, I also really hope that you have understood me despite of me having a toothache and I'm not being able to speak loud enough. Alright? Cool. I'll see you guys in the next video.